Hello, everybody. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Hello. There are so many people in here. Wow. So I know it's not quite time to start yet, but I figured we could just hang out and chat while I kind of figure this out. I've never done this before. I've never streamed. I am learning how all this works. Never used OBS. As far as like the volume of my voice compared to the background music, like, does that sound okay? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Now's the time to do my adjusting. Music is slightly loud, in my opinion. We'll slightly lower then. Did that help at all, Jordan? Cool. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. There are so many people in here. Hello, Scared Crow. Hello, Nora. Hello, Evie. Hello, Inaba Hair or Inabahare. Hello, person whose name is just a face. But it looks like your PFP is Mari. I can't tell. My chat's super small. I appreciate everybody already too. Just like looking through your guys' messages and saying hey to each other. I appreciate everybody being nice to each other. I don't know how many of you have taken the time to read comments on my content, especially like the Amori video, the big one. Most people say nice things, but there are some people who say not nice things. So that's pretty much like the quickest way to get yourself kicked out of here is if you start being a jerk. So please don't be jerks. We're here for good vibes. We're here to lift each other up. That's literally what this project is about. And we'll wait a while here. Nice. We'll wait a while here. And try to get more people in. You'll hear me say it a few times, but everybody just, like, nobody knows what my name is, and that's weird. And I'm not a YouTuber who has, like, a made-up YouTube name. Like, my channel is kind of its own thing, but it's not me. So, I mean, you guys, my name is Matt, for those of you who don't know, so you guys can just call me Matt, that's fine. Canadian, huh? I am not Canadian, although I may kind of sound Canadian. I do realize that I have an accent. I live pretty close to Canada. I live in very rural northern Michigan. I have a lot of family in Canada too, so hello, international viewer. I don't know, Jordan, how you've not seen stuff about Stardew either, because it is like, I don't want to say it's the best game ever. Stardew might be in my top 3 games of all time, though. This game is a masterpiece if this is your kind of thing, right? If you like farming, if you like crafting, if you like pixel art, if you like a lot of social elements to it, Stardew is a jack of many trades. It does many things very well. Kermit, I am very touched that you would use my work as part of your essay. I hope you got a good grade. We have Ireland in here. We have Denmark. Nora, you're from Denmark? Bread, I am a Youper. And you get bonus points for even knowing what that word is. Yeah, and some of you might be wondering, like, why is he playing Stardew? It's not really like a gaming with grief video. I debated on doing a video about Stardew because there are a lot of social elements to it that I think would fit the theme. And even above that, this was one that I played with my daughter a lot. We played this all the time. We had a farm together. We still have a farm together. We, you know, I still have the last game that her and I played together before she passed was Kirby, and like I haven't touched that file. There's just so much. I have so many memories with this game. It holds a very, very special place in my heart. So, and it's just kind of a chill game, so I figured I'm going to try this streaming thing out, see how it goes. This would be a good game to just play because we can just kind of chill, hang out. That's really like what I want to get out of this experience, is just have some more interactiveness with you guys. I want to get to know you better. I spend a lot of time, reading comments, but there are thousands of comments. Like, I cannot read them all. I'm one person. I don't have a team. I don't have mods. Like, everything you've ever seen on my channel was done by me and just me. And it's a lot. So I figured, let's stream, let's just hang out, let's chat, let's pick each other up if we're not maybe having the best day. Went to Michigan once 4 or so years ago. Hope it wasn't like during COVID, but that's cool. I've been to a lot of places. I've been in the military since 2011, so I don't know, I've been to 10 countries or so, but I have not been to Denmark. Jeg er fra Denmark. That's cool. I've been to Germany, not Denmark. Inaba, you're from Jupiter? That's cool. It's the biggest planet in our solar system, right on. UK, Costa Rica. Oregon, huh? I have not been to the Pacific Northwest, but I'd love to go someday. Haven't done any traveling really since Allie died, and it'll probably be some time before I'm ready to do something like that again. But maybe I'll make my way out there someday. Mental health is important, Reboot. You're so right. And there's so many people who don't understand how important it is. I'm glad you get it. Arizona, right on. You listen to your journey going on walks. Your voice is pretty relaxing. I appreciate that very, very much. I cannot stand the way I sound. That was a huge hurdle when I started making content, was just like getting used to being on camera, getting used to the sound of my voice. I still don't care for it, but we work to love ourselves, right? So I kind of just deal with it. But even like now, like this is a whole new thing. Streaming is a whole new thing for me, so we'll see. The internet can bring people together from all over the world in good ways. It really can. I feel like it does more often than not. But so many people just don't focus on that part of it. Everybody wants to focus on all the bad stuff that's going on in the world, and I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't pay attention to what's going on, but I know so many people that are just so pessimistic about everything, and I don't know, I just don't feel like that's a healthy way to live your life if you can help it. I also understand that anxiety is a thing. W's in the chat if you also struggle with anxiety. It's like a huge one for me. So as I kind of learn how this works and try to get a feel for it, we'll see how much of this I actually try to do. Streaming, I mean. Maybe this will be a one-time thing. Maybe this will be a week thing. I don't know. But, I've been trying to learn as much as I can about it. And, if I wanted to set it up so that people can, pay $1, $5 or whatever and like join the channel, which is different than subscribing, and I could commission emotes and stuff. Is that something that anybody's interested in, or you know, is this more just let's just hang out and chat and we don't need to take it any further than this? Vupni, sleep is so important. Rest is so important. Go get your rest. The VOD will be waiting for you. Thank you for stopping by. And hope to see you next time if there is a next time for this. Please take care, friend. Cool, thank you, Jordan. Okay, I'm gonna wait a minute to actually start playing the game, but make sure everything is still working. We'll just go ahead and get our dude set up. See, this is a problem I was having with OBS earlier, is it kept freezing my gameplay footage. So like I've gone and typed in my name and my farm name now, but I'm not seeing that on OBS. Oh wait, maybe I just need to refresh my stuff here. Sledding is fun too. We have a ton of snow here in northern Michigan. I am too old to sled, but go have some fun. Be safe. Make good choices. Can you guys just, and I'm sorry I'm going to ask this a few times, but again, please bear with me as I learn how this works. I've typed in my name and my farm name. Can you guys see that I've typed in my name and my farm name? Okay. And for favorite thing, there's too many things that I love. So we're going to take a cop out and do a food. People in chat, tell me what your favorite food is. Local Hitman, thanks for stopping by. It's okay that you can't chill. College scholarship essays, good luck with that. Muy importante. Cool. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you all for confirming. Yeah, because I've got chat open in a window. I've got OBS. I've got the game. I'll be jumping around, so I will do my best. So we're gonna go. Favorite thing is gonna be a food. What are some of y'all's favorite foods? Coffee's a good one. I have to admit, I'm an energy drink guy. I'm a Monster guy. I do drink coffee sometimes. Fries is a good choice. Ice cream is a good choice. Favorite foods. There's no wrong answer. I do not know Spanish. I wish I knew Spanish. I don't. I know a handful of words in a few languages, just like from my military travels. Last tour I did overseas was Turkey. So I know a very, very, very small amount of Turkish, which is a weird one to know, but Reboot, thank you so much for that very, very heartfelt message. I'm really glad that I could do some good. At the end of the day, you know, that's really what this is all about. I mean, yeah, the project is me working through my grief. And yes, the project is me, you know, honoring the memory of my daughter. But at the end of the day, it's really just about helping people and picking other people up. There's not enough of that in the world. So pay it forward. If this has picked you up, pick somebody else up. Keep it going. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for saying the very nice things. Simple salad and tea. Yeah, no hablo. Apologies. Yeah, I'll throw a random one out sometimes. Muy bien. Muy importante. But, no hablo. But again, there's Turkish. Merhaba. Nasılsın? İyiyim teşekkürler. Çok teşekkürler ederim. Okay, so it seems like in general we're leaning towards dessert foods. So we will just say dessert. See, I worry about this because I feel like if I'm playing the game, OBS isn't capturing it in real time. I feel like if I click in here, yeah, see, it keeps freezing. Any big brains in the chat know a better way to do this in OBS? So I'm doing it via window capture, but maybe window capture isn't the best one. Because every time I click in the window to play the game, it freezes OBS. Okay, so even though it's not updated for me, you guys can see. So as an example, I just changed the animal preference to the gray tabby cat. Can you guys see that I've changed it to the gray tabby cat? And again, apologies for being a noob. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to trust you guys to start. It is frozen, Jordan? I know we'll figure this out. I have faith. See, look at this. 5 minutes technically into the first stream. No, you're right, Reboot. Nobody starts out perfect. And I am far from it. But here we are working together to try to figure it out. So I know if I keep going back, it does seem to be frozen. Okay, so maybe... not going to be quite as good, but... Okay, so I switched it from window capture to game capture. So now I'm in moving around my arrow in the game, and I can see it in OBS. And hopefully you guys can see what I see. Let me fix that just a smidge there. Okay. I think we're good. I think switching it to game capture fixed it. So we will move on. Okay, We are going to pick an orange cat because my daughter told me in real life, IRL, she told me that someday I have to get an orange cat and name him Cheddar. So we're going to pick an orange cat and we're going to name him Cheddar. We have two choices. We have this super happy boy, and then we have this more subdued one. It looks like this one has a collar. I think we're going to go with the happy boy. Orange cat energy. And I guess I don't need to spend a whole lot of time messing with our default farmer here. We will make our eyes blue, because my eyes are blue. I guess the hair color is pretty close. Oh, and I was just going to say, where's the beard? I know there's a beard. Look at this Giga Chad with his overalls. Happy boy. And I haven't actually played this game. I haven't played this in a couple years. I haven't played this since my daughter passed. So I've never even seen the Meadowlands farm. So I kind of feel like I have to pick the Meadowlands farm. So we're going to go with the Meadowlands farm. W's in the chat for everybody with a cat. Jordan has a cat that's white and orange. Nice kitty. Okay, I think we're ready to just start playing. I guess real quick. Number one, just thank you everybody for being here. This is super cool. Part of me thought that I was going to do this and nobody was going to show up and I was just going to be sitting here playing Stardew on an empty stream. So thank you for not making that the case. Magumpo Bro in the chat. Hello, Magumpo Bro. And also, if you haven't, just make sure that you... I mean, everybody's been cool so far. I appreciate that very much. Make sure you look at the chat guidelines for this. I know YouTube is pretty strict. It's a lot stricter than Twitch is as far as what you can say. The big thing is, if you're reaching a point where you feel like you might hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, I'm happy that you stopped by this stream, but this isn't where you need to be. You need to call or text 988. You need to go find a friend or a family member or a mentor, somebody that you trust, and go get some help, please. Your life is more important than watching some doofus on the internet play Stardew Valley, okay? I am, open to hearing about what you guys have going on, where you're from. Everybody's, already representing their countries. I think that's super cool. So let's just, everybody be nice to each other. That's the big rule. I don't know if that's pronounced Lys or Lice. In Danish means light. That's cool. Scared Crow, don't be late for your test. I don't know how long I'll be on, but do your best. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're not going to skip the intro. Again, if you haven't played Stardew, if you haven't seen this, spoiler warning. It's not a huge story-driven game, but there is a big social element again. But we're just going to go ahead and start, and we will not skip the intro. So here we go. Gramps needs a better bed. See, look at this. We're already in our feels. Crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Been there? When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Grandpa's as solid as they come, y'all. Fizzy Wizzy, hello. Alright, so we're in Cube City here at Joja. This is not too far off from what having a desk job in the military is like, by the way. Oh, this guy didn't even make it. Rip. We're going to pull out that envelope. Dear Matt, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. Real connections with other people. That's what we're doing right now, guys. I love it. I've enclosed the deed to that place. My pride and joy, the LYS farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? You got it, Gramps. Spoiler warning, Lewis is still alive. It is a flatbed. What's cool about this game, and we have Oregon in the chat already confirmed, but the creator of this game lives in the Pacific Northwest, and it's based off of that, so... So we're getting off the bus. And this is our friend Robin. We like Robin. She is the local carpenter. Alright, so she's going to show us where our farm is. Oh, it's going to be weird not playing this on a controller. This is the LYS farm. It's a mess. Yeah, easy for you to say, Robin. Cozy, nice vibe. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. Everybody's been asking about me. I'm the new guy. I live in a very small town, and it's much the same way. Very rustic. That's a nice way of saying it's a hovel. Yep. Well, okay, I wouldn't say crusty. Come on, Robin. You still going at it? You should get some rest. I gotta start cleaning, bro. So any extra stuff that we get and we want to sell, I'll just be dumping it in the box. You can go to stores and sell things, but I just dump it in the box. Nora, I also love the art style of this game. Crisp pixel art. The man did it all himself. Okay, again, I've never played this on PC. I've only played this on Switch. Okay, so I'm used to getting seeds right off the bat. So the fact that I have hay, I'm assuming, is because I chose the Meadowlands farm and I probably get a coop or something early. So really we're just going to mindlessly clean up. Chop the wood, break the rocks. Just going to make some room to plant some crops. Yeah, so if anybody hasn't played this game, it is super chill. I mean, it is one of the best games to, like, literally just kind of unwind and just mindlessly, again, chop wood, break rocks, whatever. I'm going to try to get better at using the arrow keys. One thing you gotta watch, especially early game, is your energy meter, your stamina. It runs out super quick. Food is kind of hard to get. And even when you do get food, it really doesn't refill that much energy, so you'll kind of find that if you're not careful, you'll run out of energy pretty quick. Monlos, what do you mean, what is my setup? Like what machine am I on? Just got Stardew on your Switch. That was an excellent choice. 10 out of 10. Again, I'm gonna look like I don't know how to play this game at all because I've never played it on PC. Let's see. So I guess I don't have any seeds, so I should probably go buy some seeds so I can make some money. Let's see. So I'm not really like a PC guy, quote unquote. Not like a tech guy. When I started my channel, I did everything, including the Amori video. I made that on a PC I bought in 2018 from Sam's Club. It was like your regular vanilla HP PC. So I realized that couldn't hack it. It couldn't do what I needed it to do. Video editing is very resource heavy on a PC. So I ended up building a PC. I mean, I have to go back and look at, you know, the list of all, like the graphics card and the motherboard and everything. I don't know that stuff off the top of my head. Right click to go inside. Okay. Alright, so this is Pierre. The internet hates Pierre. I don't really hate Pierre. He's not my favorite dude, but I guess we're just gonna do potatoes. Sure, we'll do potatoes. Favorite NPC in Stardew? That's a hard question. I mean, I do like Kent, because he is a veteran, and kind of gives you, like, he's the character that displays PTSD, which is something that I struggle with. So I relate to Kent. I mean, I like Leah. I like Linus. There isn't anybody that I really like, just don't like. I just feel like Stardew is just like such a chill place. I like Penny a lot too. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't clear very much, and I planted my seeds, and my energy is already low, and it's only noon. So I'm going to take a nap. I might have a coop with chickens. I don't know. I've never played Meadowlands, so I have to go look around. As far as like my streaming setup and stuff goes, again, I don't have a lot of fancy stuff. I have a $100 Yeti Blue mic that I've used for everything. You guys are seeing me on just I don't know if it's what is it? It's a Stream Team webcam. Just your average Amazon streaming webcam. Juliana, sorry about that. I hope the move goes well. Okay. My energy's not filling up. And I feel like it's supposed to be filling up because I'm in bed. Is this something that's not in the game anymore? Because I know when I play this on Switch, if I get into bed, my energy fills up. Did they take this out? Good, Monlos, thank you. I didn't press the button. Whoops, I just watered my bed. No, I don't want to sleep for the night, so when I play this on Switch, if you get into the bed, but you choose not to go to sleep, like you can see my character closed his eyes and he's resting, usually this will slowly fill my energy back up. I wonder if they took that out of the game. That kind of sucks. It might not be available first day. Maybe you're right. I don't have energy to do anything else. So, well, I do have a coop. Oh, look at this. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would love to live here. I actually bought 30 acres of land here in Michigan last year. It's not this nice, I'll tell you that. It's nice. I have a creek on it, but it's not this beautiful blue flowing body of water we see here. I'm sure I don't have any chicken. Oh, I do. Look at that. We got 2 little boys in here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and feed our chickies. All right. Well, I guess I'll be manually feeding them. And we got a love on them. Cool. Yeah, I swear naps are a thing in this game. I could go to the spa, I guess. It's already 4:20. I guess one thing I can do is if you use the scythe and just cut the bushes and get the fiber, that doesn't use your stamina for whatever reason. Chopping trees and breaking rocks does. Hoeing the ground to plant does. But apparently you can swing a scythe forever and not get tired. Oh, hello, Froggo. I guess I should probably... Alright, how do I craft? 50 wood for a chest, huh? Well, I can do one. And let's put this bad lad down here. Oh, I did get seeds too. I guess let's plant our mixed seeds. cool. I really don't want to be that guy that just clicks the whole time, but that's going to be way easier. Need to go to the spa to recharge your energy on single player on PC. So I wonder if it's different PC versus console. Because I know for sure I can just get in bed and take a little nappy midday when I play this on Switch. And that works. Maybe we'll try it again tomorrow and see if it's some kind of day one limitation. Again, I haven't played this in quite a while. I'm getting more seeds, so we're going to go ahead and do that too. I like having tool hit on. Okay. All right, we're just going to call it at 7 o'clock. Didn't really get anything done, but that's usually how day one goes in Stardew. You've got mail. My backpack is full, but my wallet is empty. And I watered my mailbox. Okay, so Willie wants to give us the fishing pole. Mouse wheel. Oh. W's in chat for DePapple. Thank you so much for that. That's going to make my life way easier. And we can let our chickens out. I don't know if the babies come outside. They might not. Oh yeah. Alright, well I guess let's clean up in here for the chickens. So we don't want to cut the grass because our animals will eat it. But the rocks and the logs gotta go. Much as I like the aesthetic of having this tree in here. Willie is a nice guy. Little disheveled looking, but solid dude. Annie G, that's a great question. The 4830 is not just some arbitrary number that I decided to stick on the channel name. 4,830 is the number of days that my daughter was alive on this earth. And so I've really just am gravitated towards that number. You know, the whole idea of the Love Yourself project was, you know, shortly after she passed, we were just going through her stuff and I came across the picture, you know, my profile picture, the actual Love Yourself with the rainbow background. That's something she drew when she was a little kid. I think she was probably 7 or so. And something about that picture just stuck out to me when I found it. And when I started doing the project, when I started making the videos, that's just what I went with. I used that image, I used that theme, I added that number because that's how many days that she was here with me. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. See, and when I say, you know, that I don't want to talk about like the details of my daughter's death, because I understand like people are curious. But that's not like really what this is for. It's not really what this is about. You know what I mean? But I have no problem talking about her. So one of my favorite things to do is talk about her and you know how great she was. So, all right. So now we're tired again. We're gonna try the bed again, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a no nappy run. Yeah, it looks like no dice. Well, all right. That's okay. Can I get up to the spa? Allison's favorite Kirby game. That's a great question. The one that her and I played the most was probably Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo. There is no spa yet. Well, I don't know what to do. I guess the game wants me to go talk to people. So we can go talk to people. We played Kirby Superstar a lot, though. That was one that I played growing up. Played it with my brother a lot, too. There he is. Am I the only person, and maybe I'm dating myself here, but am I the only person who thinks that Linus low-key looks like Robin Williams in Jumanji? When he's like the old man with the beard. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I could eat seeds, and I'm sure I'll end up doing that at some point, but you get so little energy out of it. I'm not even going to bother. I do wish that there was more options available for energy early game, but it is what it is. Stardew's a great game. It's not a perfect game. But aside from Kirby Superstar, we played... What was the one on the Wii? Return to Dreamland? And then they redid it on the Switch not too long ago. That was the last one. That was the last one that her and I played together. The red mushroom. Sorry, Robin. I guess we can go get our fishing pole from Willie here. What year is it? Like in game? Cranky Ray? Year 1. Just started. Fresh run. Oh, what year is it? As in the Jumanji reference. I forgot I had said that. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. Still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. Yeah, you look rough, buddy. Big haul. Willie got a new fishing pole, so he's going to hand me down the old one. Cool. If I had energy, I'd probably do some fishing. Come on, Los, no worry. Don't sweat it. Good vibes here. Yeah, so new players despise fishing. There is quite a bit of a learning curve to it. It's ironic because it gets so much easier as your fishing skill gets higher. But early game fishing is very hard. Just because like the bar is so small. Do I like fishing? Yeah. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. It was one of those things that like I really had to get used to. Do I want to bother? I guess we'll put that in there. I don't need coal right now. I don't need sap. I should be getting more stuff. All right. I don't know really what else I could do with this day since I'm out of energy and I can't go to the spa and I can't take a nap and I'm too stubborn to eat food, so we're gonna just go to bed. Congrats. Foraging level up. Right on. And it's raining, which is always good. It means we don't have to waste energy to water our crops. I'm going to do that 100 times. Oh, we got an egg. Look at that already. Cool. Oh, there's two. Well, man, do I just sell the eggs? Basil from Amori forever. Welcome. Favorite romanceable. That's hard. To me, I guess it's a toss-up between Leah or Penny. I think on my Switch version, pretty sure I'm married to Penny, but I'd have to bust it out and see. If only cutting down trees were this easy in real life. See, this is the thing about this game, is even though like what I'm doing is pretty mindless, like you don't have to do very much thinking, like I already feel myself getting sucked into this game. That's a great question for the chat. What games have you guys been playing lately? Who's been playing what? My favorite food, IRL, probably a cheeseburger. Someplace has a good cheeseburger, I'm there. But there's so much good food. AC Black Flag, cool, cool. I've been seeing footage of that new one that's going to come out. I'd never been big on Assassin's Creed. I had a buddy who played it a lot on my first deployment, and I would just like sit and watch him play. See, I keep going to my house to go to bed. I'm going to try it one more time. Is that really not a thing on PC? I'm gonna Google it. Stardew PC sleep in bed energy. Little Nightmares is terrifying. People on Steam are talking about this. Oh, single player took it out. Now it's only in multiplayer. That is a bummer. L. Well. Alice in Wonderland Madness Returns. I have not heard of that. I hate to just go to bed again, but like, what else am I supposed to do? The mines aren't open yet. I'm broke. No, I take it back. I've got 100 gold because I sold eggs. Look at our potatoes growing. Yeah, I don't understand the Stardew logic. We're swinging the scythe. You can just do endlessly and it takes up no energy. But watering your plants takes energy. Oh, I don't have any room in my inventory. Okay, I'm not a boomer, but I'm old. My side? Me side? Oh, I see. Last game you played, but now you're focusing on drawing. Hey, art is so... I love art. I know I talk about it a lot, like in my game videos. I just have always loved visual art. Obsidian, what kind of art do you do? I could be donating these eggs, but I don't care. I've seen that before, Gabriel. Practice makes progress. That's so much better than practice makes perfect. You get this expectation in your head that you've got to be perfect, but like, none of us are perfect, guys. That's very cool, Obsidian. Like, hands and faces are the hardest things to draw ever. Alright, I don't know how long this dude's gonna take, but I want to get in there, buddy. My favorite type of art. That's a hard question. I've seen so much cool stuff lately. I mean, digital art has come a long way. Not that I'm particularly good at digital art myself. But I try my best, like when I make the thumbnails for my videos and stuff. I mean, I've always had an appreciation, like, for simple visual art. I like pen and ink. I like charcoal. I saw one recently, and it's this guy, I can't remember his name, and he does acrylic paintings, like just on canvas, but his paintings look like construction paper cutouts and stuff that have been put together, like kind of what you see kids do at school. It's really, really cool. It was super unique. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but old brain. I guess we haven't gone down this way at all. You know what, Juliana? That's okay, though. Okay, Jazz does not talk to strangers. Good girl. Stranger danger. Yo, what is this? Okay, Matt has not seen these big trees before. That's super cool. Yo, there's a bunch. So is Cinder Sap all big trees now? I wonder if you can still do the chair trick to get in there. I don't have any room in my inventory right now anyway. I don't know why I'm going to go foraging around the southern part of the map here. Well, good for you, Obsidian. I would love to see your art. I have an Instagram, guys. I mean, I post on Instagram and Facebook more often than I do YouTube, but a lot of it is just like quotes, you know. Sometimes I'll post pictures of Allie and stuff if I'm really missing her, things like that. So like, if you don't use those platforms, or if you know, just like the YouTube stuff, like, you're not missing anything out if you don't follow me on Insta or Facebook, so don't feel like you gotta go jump over there right now and check it out, but I'm gonna do that 100 times. Water my treasure chest trying to open it. But Obsidian, if you have art on Instagram, like, drop it, let me know. I'd like to go check it out. I may also you know, again, depending on how much streaming I decide to do here, if I decide to do emotes for you guys and stuff, you know, I may be looking for somebody to commission some of that stuff with. So if you guys are interested, or if you know people, let me know. Music. Jordan, I appreciate that very much. Music was a big, I mean, it still is a part of my life. I play drums myself. Have since I was 19. One of those things, though, that, you know, just like after Allie died, I stopped doing it, and I haven't done it since. That's not to say I'll never do it again. Just one of those pieces of my old life that I haven't picked back up yet, you know. But, you know, I kind of went into this weird, since we're talking about the origins of this channel and stuff anyway, I went into this weird manic sort of phase, you know, where I was just trying any form of art that I possibly could, right? And so I went to Hobby Lobby and I just bought all the art supplies I could. You know, I got acrylic and oil paints and colored pencils and just tried to do everything. And, you know, after you go through a traumatic experience, like literally PTSD, it makes all those parts of your brain just not work. And I found myself in that situation where I just, like, I couldn't draw anymore. I just couldn't do it. And so I ended up, nice. I ended up writing. Just, you know, because I had these thoughts and I had these feelings and I had to get them out. And so writing was really what started this channel. Is I just started writing essays and then decided to go get a camera and started recording and started to put the two together, and all the rest is history. But Mind Moths. Hey, your videos have helped me a lot through the past month that I discovered your channel. Thank you for what you do, and thank you. Take care. Thank you so much for the good vibes. I appreciate that so very much, and I'm glad anything that I've done could help you. Oh, okay. So we don't like Joja. We don't support Joja. But Joja got rid of that big rock pile in Matt's way. So, W Joja today. I'm gonna go try to get into the mines. Let's see. How do I do that? I'm really glad that you have art. I'm glad that you have a creative outlet. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have some kind of means to create. No, I don't want to eat the egg, buddy. And again, just the fact that, I mean, I'm talking to people right now about it. You know, everybody in this chat, everybody listening to this, or on YouTube later if you're watching the VOD, you know, whether you realize it or not, like, we have connected. And maybe it won't leave some lasting impression on your life, and that's fine. But everybody in here has done some good for me. I appreciate you all so very much. I really, really do. I don't care who you are, you're nothing to me. Hi. Yeah, I don't I don't hate Pierre. I'm not on the hate Pierre train. I don't love the guy. I wouldn't say I'm like pro Pierre. Hate is a strong word. Alright, so can we go... No, I go in here and we get the sword. You're doing art right now, huh? Alright, so Marlon the Giga Chad is going to give us a sword. He doesn't give us a good sword, but we'll take it. People don't like Pierre because, I mean, number one, he can be just like rude. He does have some snobby dialogue. He's also closed on Wednesdays, which is very inconvenient. And he's a little pretentious. So like, when I sell crops, I just dump them in the box. But if you want, you can go to Pierre's and sell stuff at Pierre's, and you'll get the cash back right away. But if you do that, Pierre will sell your produce in his store, claiming that he grew it. Like, he'll tell other people, oh, look at these parsnips I grew, when really, like, you did the work. So that's kind of why. All right, we're going into the mines. This is not going to go well. Because, again, I'm not a PC player. So really, all we do in the mines is we hit rocks. Just going to eat through my energy. But we're just trying to get down lower and lower. We break rocks till we find stairs. We will have to fight off some mobs here. We got some copper, which we like, because we need those to upgrade. Whoopsie. Oh, first slimy boy. Sorry, slimy boy. I gotta do it, buddy. I actually like the slimes in this game. They're cute. They remind me of the Junimos, which are also cute. But really, like, my priority right now is just getting some money so that I can buy a better backpack. It's really what I need. So I haven't seen that message before where it says there's something I need to sleep on. Geode. Where it says there's something I need to sleep on. Does that just mean that I'll learn to craft new things that night? Jordan, this game is so legit for real. Stardew's great because you can play it however you want to play it. Like, there's no right or wrong way to play it. You know, you see people who have like these super optimized automated farms, and like, that's cool. I think that's super cool. But then you have people who just go hang out with the villagers and get married and, you know, go pet their dog every day or spend a lot of time decorating. Like, there's so much stuff that you can do in this game. I'm not even going to bother with the bug. Oh, excuse me. There are sad things in the game too. And that's part of why I picked it, is because it's not... I really liked what Eric Baroni did with his vision of this game. I think I would rather have that than the old slime. You know, because he doesn't stray away from things like... Well, again, like I talked about Kent earlier and his PTSD. You know, Shane, one of the main characters, you know, like, he's got a substance abuse problem. There's all kinds of stuff like that, right? And so it makes the game feel a little bit more, oh, I'm gonna eat. We will eat that gross green algae. We will eat a leek. I may stream this more, Gabriel. You know, again, like, today is just one big experiment. That's really what it is. Again, I kind of had this thought that I would try doing this today and nobody would show up. I didn't think any of you would be in here. So the fact that you guys are, again, I appreciate it so much. I may play this more. I may play other games. Even like the things, like the games that I play and record footage for to make videos for the channel. Maybe I'll stream some of those. Sorry, sad crabby boy, but you attacked me first, buddy, so... a lot of it is just going to kind of depend on what you guys want. Speaking of which, anybody in here who took the time to answer the poll I put out 2 weeks ago-ish about whether or not to stream... Oh, come on, bro. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer that. That was very helpful for me. I would not be doing this right now had you guys not taken the time to do that. It's so hard when you're a creator, you know, because I don't use Twitter. I don't stream regularly. And so, like, I have a hard time getting a read on, like, what people want to see. You know what I mean? Like, if you go look at my channel right now, like, the Amori video has 2 million views, something like that. And nothing else on my channel even comes close to that. And that's fine. Like, I understand it was, like the thing for me. And I'm good with that. I'm grateful for it. Even the haters. But it does make it hard for me to kind of figure out what other kinds of things, that I can create that's going to reach people, that's going to help people. Again, like, that's really what I'm trying to do here. I'm not, like, I don't make money from doing this. People have so many weird, inconsistent things in their head about, like, what being a creator is like. And people have so much stuff about my story wrong, or they just don't know, right? They don't know any better. And I don't fault them for that. So, um, but yeah, if there is more of this kind of stuff that, like, you guys want to see, like, if this is cool to just hang out and watch me play some Stardew, um, like, I'm enjoying this very much. I think this has been great to just connect with you guys. All I've had up to this point is just reading comments. That's all I get. Um, Monlos, that is a good point. I certainly am not suggesting that, like, I want to just follow the crowd, because that's not what this is about either. At this point, I really feel like, the people who have stuck around, everybody in this chat right now, or anybody watching this VOD later on YouTube, um, you've kind of been a part of this journey with me. And, even the person that I am now, like, I'm not the person who made that Amori video a year ago. Like, I've been through more things, suffered more loss, but also healed in a lot of ways. I'm just different now. That's just how life works, right? And so I definitely want to at least know what directions I can lean in within my comfort zone to make stuff that's going to reach more people just like you guys. It's not about pleasing people per se, but it really is about reaching people. And, I know that I can't save the world, right? I know that I can't fix everybody's struggles. I can't, solve the mental health crisis in the world. I can't even save lives, like, I don't look at it that way. But in a lot of ways, my work on this channel is like a continuation of my daughter's life. A lot of the work that I put into this, I kind of do, like, for her, in her honor. And I want to help people, especially people like her, who, are going through something, but maybe you're young and you don't know how to handle it. Maybe you're in a place where you don't see it getting better. For whatever reason, you hide it. You're not open with the people that care about you about it. And, like, literally what I've gone through, what my family has gone through, what we still go through, is like the worst possible outcome to that situation. And if there's something I can do to not have other families go through that, if there's things that I can do, if there's work that I can create to keep you guys here, that's what I want to do. That's what this is about. I promise you, like, I'm not going to get rich doing this. I'm not going to ever be famous doing this. And that's okay. I don't really care about either of those things. My bills are covered, and I mean, everything, like my merch store. I've had a lot of criticism, about selling t-shirts. Oh, he's just trying to make a buck, right? That's people who don't understand that that's me sharing my art with the world, my daughter's art with the world. And, you know, I don't keep that money. Even the $5 or whatever it is I make from a t-shirt, like that and more has gone into like suicide awareness charities and stuff. Um, and people just don't get that. And that's okay. So I'm glad that, for whoever, tuned in, um, you know, if you've supported this project, if you've supported me in any way, I really appreciate that. I know people have talked about it. I know people, I mean, like the best thing you can do probably like is to subscribe to the channel. I think that's like the most helpful thing for the algorithm to get this out to more people. Um, but again, like that's the end game here. It's just I want to make a safe space on the internet where just like this, right, where people can hang out. We can chill and play Stardew or whatever. We can talk. We can get to know each other. We can pick each other up. Like there's just so much hate and nastiness on the internet, and we can't fix that, right? But we can make a little bit of room for something else, and so that's what we're doing here. I don't care who you are. It's okay if you don't know. Uh, totally fine. That somehow means that you found your way to my stream without delving into the rest of my content, which I guess is a good thing. Um, the short answer to your question is that my daughter passed away in 2023. I lost my daughter to suicide in 2023. And so this project, all my videos and all this work has been in the wake of her death, and like I was just very long-windedly saying, a means of coping with my grief, but also trying to help other people who are struggling. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm just going to sell, well, should I sell the geodes or do I crack them? Monlos, I am working on content. It's been a little bit slower. It just, the end of 2024 was just crazy for me. Like I was saying, I bought property and I built a cabin on it, which I am excited to show that to you guys too. I will share that with you. But that was a scramble to hurry up and finish it and get it sealed up before winter hit here in Michigan. So that took up a lot of my time. And then in December, I had surgery. And so that was several weeks of recovery, and it affected my ability to talk. And so I could write and I could work on stuff and play games, but I couldn't do any narration, which holds up the whole process because I can't do editing and stuff. So, spoiler for those of you who stuck around in the stream this long, the next Gaming with Grief video that I'm working on is for To the Moon. I don't know if you guys have seen that game before. It's kind of another RPG Maker game. It's older than Amori, significantly older than Amori. I do make some comparisons of the two games, but they are very different games. Can I craft? What do I need? Oh, I don't have a kiln yet. That's right. Okay. Whoops. I'm going to do that 100 times, guys. I'm going to sell the parsnips. Yeah, we're going to go to bed, actually. Yeah, so To the Moon, like I said, an RPG Maker game. Kind of a neat story. It's about these two scientists, and the game's set in the future, not too far in the future, but basically they have a machine that can hack into the memories of people and like rewire their memories so that they can basically live lives that they never got to live. And so people who are terminally ill and in comas and stuff, like they go visit these people before they die and, you know, basically fulfill their lifelong dreams. It's literally what it is. It was a good game, very good story. It ended up, for whatever reason, this video is going to be the longest video I've ever done. It's going to be longer than the Amori video. I didn't really intend for that. It just sort of happened. So editing is taking a long time because, again, I don't have a team, right? Like everything, like I just do it all myself. And I don't have any formal education on writing, on recording, on editing. Like I'm literally just learning it all as I go. So, sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on chat now. Everybody is blowing me up, which is great. Okay. Jordan, thank you for that very kind message. Monlos, thank you for that very kind message. Demidog Gaming. 4830 is the number of days that my daughter was alive. That's where that number comes from. Not feeling alone when you are grieving is so important. Gabriel, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Grief is such a lonely thing. Clint is telling me he can crack open my geodes. Oh, he's going to give me furnace. Oh, Clint. W's in the chat for Clint. That's exactly what I wanted. Juliana, thank you. And you are seen. Everybody in here. You guys are all seen. You guys are all heard. You guys are all valued. This life can be very cruel, very lonely. But that's the thing about it, is it's for a limited time only. So we just have to do our best to pick each other up. Robin wants to build me a well. Yeah, I don't have 1,000 gold lying around for a well. Marlon wants me to kill 10 slimes. I can do that. So... Furnace, baby. Let's go. Don't have enough ores, but that's cool. So yeah, the video will be longer. I guess I gotta check on my chickies before we go here. I don't know if eating eggs restores very much energy. Probably not. Oh, I gotta water these. Do I have enough water? Gonna be close. Nice. Allison's favorite movies. That's a great question. I don't know about favorites. We're not a big like movie and TV household, really. I can tell you the last movie that I saw with her was we went to the theater on her birthday, which is April 7th, and we saw the Mario Brothers movie. And I thought I wasn't going to like the Mario Brothers movie, but I liked the Mario Brothers movie. Okay, let's not die to slimes. See, slimes are dangerous in this game. because they slow you down. Combat isn't the most responsive thing in this game anyway. So early game, you gotta be careful. See, it is hard for me too to adjust to early game gear. You know, I'm used to having maxed out health and Galaxy Sword, and boy, there's a ton of slimes on this floor. It's almost like they knew I needed to kill 10 of them. Yeah, honestly, I thought Chris Pratt was just going to bomb. And I really thought, I'm a Luigi guy. I've always loved Luigi. And when they cast Charlie Day, I was like, man, really? But he nailed it. He did such a good job. Make a long video about Fortnite, huh? Well, number one, I suck at Fortnite. I tried it once, and I guess I'm just too old, man. I don't know. Couldn't do it. Fortnite is one of those games that it's just, like, it's so competitive, and it's been out for so long that just, like, the average Fortnite player is so much better than somebody starting out. So I couldn't even, like, get a grasp of the game just because I'd be on a map for 30 seconds and somebody would kill me. But, you know, again, like, thematically, it just wouldn't make sense for my channel either. I know that I do game reviews, right? But I don't really try to just, like, completely pick apart games like a normal reviewer would. I really try to focus on, like, you know, the emotional aspect of gaming. I focus on the narrative. And last time I checked, Fortnite isn't a big emotional narrative game. Unless I'm wrong. Unless something's changed. Oh, he gave me a bomb. Nice. Oh, we don't like these floors. Too slow on the right click. Boy, that boy's jumpy. I better get a combat level up. We're really just trying to get to floor 10. Because every 10 floors you get a reward. Oh, don't kill me. Go away, whoops. Get off of me. We'll eat that. Yeah, we'll eat one of these. Where does that put us? Have any of you guys seen Sonic 3? I did not grow up playing Sonic. We were a Super Nintendo household. That said, I like Sonic. I saw the first one. Didn't see 2, have not seen 3. But I feel like every reel on every social media platform is the scene of Jim Carrey dancing. And, like, I understand... Right, did I not get them all? I understand, like, they used dancers, like professional dancers, to do all that. But man, is it tight. Okay, did I miss a slime? What's going on here? Are there any mobs? Love from Italy, huh? Thanks, Kidum. Appreciate that. Oh, there. Should have known it was you. I appreciate that very much. Hello from America. I've not been to Italy, unfortunately. Germany, Amsterdam, Turkey, France. Closest I've been. Okay, do we want cave carrots? We want cave carrots. We're gonna eat a yam. Yeet the yam. And all right, winter end table. How the heck did I get this? I don't think I want that, but I do want this new drip. All right, now we're in jungle, but I'm going to... I'll probably get killed if I stay down there, so... Yeah, I mean, with the Sonic games, like... I'm not saying they're bad. I know some are better than others. I mean, it's the same with the Mario games. My thing, though, like, I remember playing Sonic as a kid, and I just felt like... I mean, again, I guess probably it's just I was so used to Mario. But, like, those games are designed, like, to go fast, right? Like, that's the whole thing. And, yeah, I just, like, couldn't really get the hang of it, I guess. I share your love of Jim Carrey there, Jordan. The man is a treasure. Let's see. I guess I'll keep my bug meat. 9 to 16. I should be using the club, hey? Oh, that's a great question. Is there a game that you guys like, but it was too hard and you never beat it? And maybe you never gone back and beaten it? So I gotta take my eyes off of Stardew for a minute, so we're just gonna chat. I'll admit it, for me, it's the Zelda Oracle games. Speed games, it's not to say I don't like speed games. Again, like things like Gran Turismo and stuff, I don't really care for those kind of games. But, you know, in the 90s and into the 2000s, I feel like Nintendo had a lot of good racers. Again, well, like we're a Nintendo household. You know, so your Mario Karts. Mario Kart 64 was a big one. Snowboard Kids, if you guys have ever played Snowboard Kids, those games are a lot of fun. Lego Racers, Beetle Adventure Racing. I know these are all older games now, but again, I'm old. I'm middle-aged, so... I did not play Mario and Sonic. My neighbors had it, and they played it a lot, and they said it was good. Yeah, what are you guys playing now? Okay, Geometry Dash is one that I did do. That was one that a few years ago, like, my kids were really into. Allie was into it, Josh was into it. And I had it for a while. And the thing that I like about Geometry Dash is if you play music, then that is a skill that directly translates to Geometry Dash, right? Like it's not just looking at what's ahead and predicting. It's actually going with the beat. It kind of feels like playing Beat Saber or Guitar Hero. Um, has a little bit of that to it. So, yeah, Geometry Dash is legit. Super Circuit's good. There's not a bad Mario Kart game, let's be real. Geometry Dash can be frustrating. It can. You get to the end of a level and, because you get a little bit farther every time. So to get to the end of a level and then bomb, it's always heartbreaking. I don't know if this is a right move, but I'm going to try the club instead. We don't need you. Actually, let's do... We'll get some copper going. I'm going to keep my carrot. What is it, 5:30? Oh, I can do a little bit more. Get a few more trees out the way here. Julianne, I'm right there with you. There's so many games that are just always in my heart because I played them with my brother growing up. And if you guys aren't aware, less than a year after my daughter's death, I also lost my brother. He was my only sibling. We grew up very close. We were a year and a half apart in age. And so, like, he was literally my best friend growing up. And he's younger than me, too. So, I did make some content talking about him and his loss as well, but it's definitely a different kind of loss. Losing a child versus losing a sibling, not the same. I don't think anything will ever be worse than my daughter's death, but it's not to say that my brother's death wasn't terrible as well, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of games that I played with him growing up, and they're just will forever be in my heart because of that. Hollow Knight, huh, Jordan? I played Hollow Knight quite a bit. I did not finish it. That was one of those games that I liked, I didn't love. I like a good Metroidvania. Stylistically, that game was kind of hard for me because it is like such a dark game visually, And so that was one that I've put down and I haven't picked it back up yet. It's not to say that I never will, but I just haven't yet. Oh yeah, copper's quick. We're not even going to plant you. But I can get one more bar out of this. Whoops, I didn't want to chop my fence. Oh well. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. What's the first backpack? 1,000? I really would like a backpack. So funny thing about Plants vs. Zombies, I've never played it. But in this video that I'm working on for that To the Moon game, the woman who does a lot of the music for it also does music for Plants and Zombies, as it turns out. Kind of random. The gaming world is neat like that. Actually, I am going to go ahead and just deal with this now. Religion is a touchy subject on social media. So is politics. Um, I will tell you that I was raised Catholic. Um, we're not a super strict religious household. I didn't raise my children in a super strict religious setting. Um, Now, I mean, I guess I consider myself a Christian if I really have to put a label on it. Um, but like in general, my faith, like I do believe that there is something after this life. I do believe that some being created us and you know brings us to something after this. I do believe that. But like in general, I feel my most content, closest, with my existence. Just like when we start talking about nature, um, we kind of talk. There's a lot of us that enjoy nature, going for walks, things like that. That's been a huge part of my healing. I feel the closest with my daughter, if I'm outside in nature. So, it's not a real answer. It's kind of a cop out answer, but that's my answer. Laura Shigihara, that's right. Bonus points to you, Inaba, for knowing that. Laura Shigihara. Farming, I want combat. Thank you. So Yakuza, I know enough about those games to know that they're pretty wild. I don't know if any of you guys, there's a YouTuber, his name is Madular. So I don't know. I don't have a link, but Madular. If any of you guys know Madular, he's one of my favorite creators. He is somebody I've had conversations with him about creating and his process, and he's such a super nice guy for real. He took a lot of time and had like a long, long conversation with me about his creative process, and so I've really tried to learn how to make videos like based off of his work. He just does such a good job. And he did a review of Yakuza. I think he did 5, but he kind of talks about several of the games in the video. It's a long video. He does pretty long videos. Like some of them are like 3 hours long. But it's good content. He does a really good job of dissecting things, explaining it in a good way. He keeps it funny. He keeps it interesting. I don't know if I could play through any of the Yakuza games just because they're so long. 2,000 for the first backpack? You might be right. Kidum, I have not tried Just Dance because I cannot dance. I also hope that my daughter is at peace, and I believe she is. We use these words like God or heaven, but that's only because we as humans can't understand whatever it is that comes after this. So we have to put it in stupid human talk, as I say. So I'm not, I guess, married to any of those terms, those labels that we tend to put on religious things. So I have not tried Persona. I would say that Persona is probably the question that I get asked the most, is if I've played it or if I'm going to play it. I haven't for a few reasons. Number one is I know a lot of the Persona games, especially Persona 3 Reloaded, is like grief is a theme of it. And so I have to be pretty careful around that kind of stuff. Because, even still, like when I'm making videos, it's a hard thing for me to do. I still, I cry. I'm not ashamed to admit that I cry when I'm making content. you know, it can be really hard. But I also know that the Persona games are pretty long, and so that kind of makes me not want to play them as much, just because like I have to be so careful with how I dedicate my time because I'm like working on so many things. But also, my son's played a lot of Persona. I almost want to take the sword just in case I don't like this club. We're gonna take the sword. So that's not me saying I'm never gonna play Persona, and that's not me saying I'll never make a video on any of the Persona games, because I very well might. I think it's one of those things that I'll do it if and when it feels right, if that makes sense. And it just hasn't felt right to me yet. I think when I'm done with this To the Moon video, the next game I'm going to do is going to be another game that got requested a lot, called Before Your Eyes. I don't know if you guys have seen that one either. You're not open yet, are you? 2 p.m. Before Your Eyes looks like an interesting one. You know, because it involves like eye movement and blinking to control your environment. I tried doing it before, and my old PC, my old graphics card just couldn't do it, couldn't handle it. So I had to put that on the shelf, but now that I have a new computer, confirmed it does work. So that might be the next one I do. Or another one is a game called One Shot, which looks to be really interesting to me. It's also one that is an RPG Maker game. So that makes me kind of want to wait to do it, because I don't want to like just do RPG Maker games, right? I mean, Omori and To the Moon and then One Shot, like I don't want that to be the only thing. Like I don't want to pigeonhole myself, you know. Well, let's go ahead and we're just gonna use you up. Look at that, there's my ladder. Whoops, I keep doing that. Oh, it's because E. I keep hitting E. Oh boy. But yeah, we'll see. Again, this video I'm working on now, I mean, I'd like to have it out in another week and a half, but we'll see. I'm going to really try to push to get it done. But editing is so tedious. So tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. A lot of that is, you know, again, I enlisted in the military when I was 23. I've traveled a lot. A lot of my tattoos came during my military service. We're gonna smash this dude. Ooh, smush. So it's hard for me to like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go through each tattoo because I have so many, and that would just be a silly thing. Just to get on stream to have you guys look at my body, that's weird. But I mean, the last one I got is, I mean, go figure. That was a hard day. I think I got this, it was probably 2 months after my daughter passed that I got that tattoo. That's the last one I got. So I'm probably due for one. I don't know. Oh, these guys. We do not like these guys. I'm due for one. I just don't know what I would want to get next. So advice to anybody thinking about getting a tattoo: if you don't know what you want to get, then don't get anything. It is on your body for the rest of your life. Don't get something just because you thought it was cute or whatever. Like, put some thought into it. That's my advice. These amethysts are going to buy Matt a backpack. And I missed. Holy cow, the knockback. Yo. I've always used swords when playing Stardew. I might have to start using clubs. I sent that bug into another dimension. I low-key love this music. Like, it's just so chill and kind of silly. We actually have a lot of mines here in northern Michigan. A lot of copper and iron mines up here. And I've gone spelunking with my friends a few times. We've gone and explored some of the mines. I can tell you it's a lot scarier than this. And you would not hear this kind of music. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get to floor 20 unless I find something to eat. I don't want to pass up this copper. Juliana, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. I really, really, really appreciate you. Good luck with the move. Safe travels. Don't be a stranger. Don't be afraid to check in. Let us know that you're doing okay. I hope the move goes well. Do I need a hoe to dig that up? Okay, one more floor. This is not looking good. Oh. I don't think that's going to give us very much. Psh, nope. Hello, glue eater. Hey, we got to 20. I don't remember what this is. It is the good sword. So, oh, we don't need our slime. Righteous. Oh, can't I just... Let's bail. Let me in. I am back, so let's see. Bye club. Goodbye crappy sword. Oh yeah. Is it this guy? Oh, so I guess killing the 10 slimes is just what got me in here, hey? It didn't, I don't actually get a reward for it. That's okay. We should be okay now with a better sword. We're out of energy anyway. So we'll go home. The monsters remind you of Terraria, huh? Well, Terraria is also a goated game. Probably one that I would put in my top 3 as well with Stardew. And if you haven't seen, there is a Terraria Stardew collab. And there's items in Terraria. Like I know you can, I think you can fish up a can of Joja Cola. And it's Junimo Pet Summon. I think you can get the Junimo as a pet. And I think you can get a chicken as a pet too in Terraria. Pretty sure. Let's see. Keep geodes. double up on our furnace action. We're going to sell our quartz. We're going to sell our amethyst. I want my stone. And we'll... Oh, I don't need the hoe. I didn't realize I got another cherry bomb, too. That's okay. Philosophy, huh? Philosophy can be pretty deep. In general, I'd say, yeah, I like a good philosophical conversation. That's the button. Okay, I think we're done with this day. How's everybody doing? We're almost 2 hours in. Yeah, Terraria is not for everybody. But I love it. I like the RPG elements of it. I like the sandbox elements of it. Very creative game. Been playing Terraria for like 7 years, 8 years now. Still a fan. Yeah, I know, right, Jordan? I don't know, like, what the normal amount of time to stream is. One a.m. Man. It's almost 7 p.m. here, East Coast. In Alba, I also spend a lot of days by myself, which can be a good thing. You know, some peace and quiet and solitude is good. It's good for the creative process, but too much isn't good either. You know, and it can be hard to find that balance. But again, that's what's cool about stuff like this is, you know, even if you spent the day by yourself like I did, we can still hang out, chat, check on each other. And you know what? Neutral days are okay too. I'll take a neutral day over a bad day any day. I have never done VR. I think maybe like I tried it once at an arcade, but I haven't, like, I've never done an Oculus or anything like that. I'm glad you find the stream calming. I hope you're not staying up and missing out on very important rest just to watch me play Stardew, because your sleep is more important than me playing Stardew. Advice on talking to people, especially when they're not feeling great. Do you mean not feeling great physically, or do you mean like mentally, emotionally? Arigato to you, Inaba. Dankeschön. Çok teşekkürler ederim. Also, yes, listen to Jordan and hydrate. I've been drinking water this whole time. That's a hard one, Monlos. You know, and there's a reason I start just about all my videos with that disclaimer, you know, because I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a mental health expert. You know, I'm just a person who has gone through some bad things, and I'm willing to talk about it, which a lot of people aren't. I would say a lot of times, for me personally, that's all I can give you is a very subjective answer to your question. But for me, the people who have supported me the best in my struggles are not the people who try to do things for me or even say things to me, because like when you lose a child, for example, there's nothing that anybody can say that's going to make it any better. There's nothing that any of you can say, that anybody in my family can say, that's going to bring Allison back or make it like that day didn't happen. That's something that is just a part of my life now, and I got to deal with that. And so I understand people mean well when they try to say positive and encouraging things, oh, Matt, you'll move on, and, Matt, you still need to find a life and do things for her. And even if that's true, like them saying that to me in that moment that I'm hurting, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me feel any better. It doesn't change what I'm going through. So my advice to you would just be present for that person. You don't have to, hey, there's our UFO. You don't have to talk about what's going on. You don't have to pry, into their mental health. You should ask the question if you suspect that they might be, starting to feel like they're going to hurt themselves. Then you need to ask that question and get them help, because they might be too scared. But otherwise, like, just be present. Just make some time for them. Hang out and play a video game. Stardew's a great game to play together. Multiplayer on Stardew is fun. Get a Four Corners farm going, and just chill and do exactly like what we're doing right now. Go have lunch with them, or do something simple. Just really let them know how important they are to you. That's really it. Whatever they're going through, you're probably not going to be the person to fix it. There isn't a person who can fix it. There isn't any one thing. So, the sampler, I appreciate that very much. I don't know if I could, to be honest. I'm still in therapy myself. I'm actually like doing very intense trauma therapy right now. I'm like in the middle of doing, it's EMDR. I don't know if you guys have heard of EMDR. So if a day were to ever come where, I was in some capacity a mental health professional myself, like I have a lot of healing to do myself first. I have a long way to go. But thank you for those kind words. I appreciate that very much. Reboot, it's kind of the same thing. I think, again, in my situation, which is all I can share. That's the only perspective I have. If my daughter had been able to figure out what you're trying to figure out right now, she would probably still be alive. All she had to do was walk down 13 steps and knock on my door and say, Dad, I'm not okay. And we would have figured it out. But she made a different choice that night. And, now she's gone. And so it's hard because, like, I understand when you're going through it, it takes a tremendous amount of bravery to, like, admit that you're not okay. And that's something that I've had to do on more than one occasion, in the last 19 months. I'm going to tell you that your life and your well-being, your health, are more important than you being judged. And as you get older, you're not going to care. You're not going to care about people judging you. You're going to kind of just realize in time that, like, what other people think about you doesn't really matter. And this applies to everybody. Like, I think you all are great, and maybe that makes you feel better about yourselves. And I thank you for being great. But not everybody you meet is going to think you're great. And those people, like, they don't matter. That's just all there is to it. And even if it's your family, if they struggle to understand, the only thing that I could say is just, you know, find somebody you trust. Find somebody who you feel like won't judge you. Because, you know, if you're going through something like what my daughter went through, but maybe you're too scared to come talk to your dad, or go talk to your mom, or talk to an older sibling, or whoever. Maybe there's somebody else, you know, at a lower level, so to speak, who could help you, who you might be comfortable talking to. You know, I think if my daughter had been more open, like with her friends, for example, maybe one of her friends, you know, would have come to me or Allie's mom and said, hey, you know, Allie's been saying these things and I'm a little bit worried, and that would have been our in, right? And we didn't get that chance. So that's the only thing that I could tell you, is just encourage you, because you're not going to be judged. It's like everybody in this chat. You're in a chat room full of strangers. I don't know you. These people don't know you, but we all care about you. I know that. And none of us want to see you suffer when you don't need to suffer. And certainly nobody's going to judge you, you know, because you're struggling right now. Like, that's, every human struggles. That's part of the human experience. And, you know, being able to admit when you're struggling and take a knee, so to speak, takes a great deal of strength to do. So, I mean, I don't know if any of those words help you, but the sampler, I'm happy to hear that. I wish everybody in the world was like you and cared. If everybody just, like, cared about each other like 10% more, you know how much better the world would be? If people just cared 10% more, that's all it would take, guys. What is that, a cauliflower? Sorry for my long-winded speech. Sorry for going from a somewhat philosophical conversation to cauliflower and chickens. That's what we do here, right? We do both. It is gaming with grief. Meaning we game and we grieve. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go back to the mines, because that's just what I feel like doing. We're gonna take Snacky Poo with us. Don't go too far, chickie. We'll take free food. I do not play Roblox. That was another one that my daughter liked when she was younger. She didn't play it a whole lot late in her life. I'm not going to go into detail, because I don't want to give these people any more attention than they've already gotten. But, like, almost immediately after I put out the Amori video, I mean, I got a lot of hate, but one person in particular made it a point. They went and created a whole YouTube channel, created a whole YouTube video, and took pictures of my daughter and you know, video clips and stuff from my content, and made this whole big long video about why my daughter deserved to die, basically, is what it was. And the whole video was just screenshots of them in Roblox, like, chatting and saying these terrible things. Like, that was the whole video. And I was able to figure out that these were people who don't know me, did not know my daughter, do not live in the same state as me. Like, they're literally just people doing nasty stuff on the internet looking for clout, which is every hater, right? If you guys look through, especially on the Amori video, you scroll through and you see, you know, people saying these heinous things like, don't even give them any attention. You know, like, I'll see it sometimes if it's really bad, or something, like if they're being nasty to you guys, like to the nice people in the comments, then I'll delete it or report it or hide it from the channel or whatever. But generally I just leave them alone. They're just people looking for attention. They themselves are hurting. They're going through something, and they probably don't have this kind of support system that, like, what we are all actively building right now. Like, do you guys understand that you're part of something right now? Like, just being here in this chat and participating, you know, and saying these nice things and picking each other up, like, that's literally all I've ever wanted from this whole project. And I don't know how many people are even in chat right now. Like, I can't see it. You know, even if there's only 10 people in this chat right now, like, it's 10 people that have connected and have started to, like, build this good thing. And maybe even this good thing can reach some of those people who don't have a good thing of their own, you know, and they just are hurtful and have to be nasty on the internet because that's all they know. That's the only thing they think will make them feel better. So, yeah, if you guys see that kind of stuff in the comments or whatever, just don't even... I mean, you can downvote them if you really want to, but don't respond. They're literally just looking for you to respond. They're just trying to make you mad. Make like Frozen and let it go. It is. Obsidian, you're right. I mean, I knew going into this that I was going to be met with a certain amount of that kind of thing, right? Just anybody who creates any kind of art, if you put any type of art out for the world to consume, you know, you are essentially, you know, being very vulnerable yourself. Anything that you create, it's like letting people peek behind the curtain, you know, and see a little bit of who you are. And that's a really scary thing to do. I mean, even what I'm doing right now with you guys is a good example. You know, I was definitely nervous to do this today, and I've been thinking about it for a while. But again, had I not done a poll and seen that, oh, you know, people might kind of be into this, then I never would have done this. By the way, can you live stream you helping people in social online games? I mean, I'm sure it's possible. I don't know. I mean, can you give me an example, I guess? I don't really play online games very much. So if you can give me an example of what you mean. I totally have enough money for a backpack. I should be buying a backpack. We'll get to 25. Oh, that's something I can plant. Rice. Rice is nice. Whoopsie. Okay, so 25. I know it's early in the day, but I'm gonna go buy a backpack. That's good advice, the sampler. You know, again, a lot of times it's just listening. There's not really anything that you can do or say to fix it, but everything changes so quickly when people don't feel so alone, you know. 2,000. Money well spent. Five months clean, Emmy. W's in the chat for Emmy. That's wonderful to hear. I wish you so much luck on your journey with sobriety. Proud of you. Oh. I also love the music design in this game. 10 out of 10. I think seasonally, the autumn tracks are my favorite. There is no bad season. There really is no bad music in this game. Oh, look at that. Oh, Earth Crystal. I will take you. I really should consider upgrading the pickaxe here soon. I think this is probably going to be the last day that I do on stream here today, guys. And I wasn't sure if this was even going to be a thing. But it's far exceeded my expectations. I just can't say it enough how grateful I am that all of you came and hung out today. I appreciate you so very much. Oh, Obsidian, that's terrible timing because I'm just getting ready to pull the plug here. I need to go have dinner myself. Regis the Mage, hello. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for commenting. I wish you well as well. I don't have coal. I appreciate that very much. I really do. I don't know how frequently I'll do this, but I had a lot of fun doing this. You know, I think this is something that, if my schedule permits, you know, I'd like to do once or twice a week at least. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't know, like, if weekdays or weekends are better either. I feel like the world's all over the place, so I just kind of randomly picked a time and a day to start doing it. All right, well, I mean, I did okay learning how to play this on PC, I guess. Oh, I gotta plant that near water. Well, grows faster near water. Let's go plant our one rice. Oh, how do I... What's the button for that? Tab? There it is. Okay, I know I'm exhausted. I have to plant one more thing. Body, don't fail me now. Cutting it close there. Excuse me. Cool. I'll take that. Have I played Animal Crossing? Regis the Mage, I could make a 3-hour video about Animal Crossing. Currently, Animal Crossing is still the only game that I play every day. It was one that I also played with my daughter a lot. I still will get on and read letters she wrote me, and I'm redoing my island right now in New Horizons, but I have a log bench that her and I used to sit on when we'd play together, and so I kept the bench in the same spot. So, but I'm redoing everything else around it basically. So, love Animal Crossing. I've loved it since the GameCube one. So, what do you mean you were on the wrong part of the stream, Regis? This is my first time doing this. I'm still learning it. We had a little bit of technical problems even at the beginning, so the fact that we even made it this far is good. This has been a good learning experience for me. So, like, if you guys have problems with the stream, stuff doesn't look right, stuff doesn't sound right, you gotta let me know so I can learn and try to fix it. I promise I won't get upset. Oh, gotcha. Okay, no worries. Okay, chat. Yeah, Animal Crossing was, I was off for a long time, and funnily enough, when my brother died this year or last year now, I I got my dad a Switch and I got him Animal Crossing, and that has kind of been like our healing thing, I guess. I mean, my dad's old. I'm old. My dad's old, and so he can't game like he used to. But he plays Animal Crossing every day. So that's been our thing. A nice, good, chill game to play. So, thank you for the feedback, Obsidian. Thank you for the feedback, Monlos. I appreciate that very much. I'm glad this went well. I mean, OBS says I didn't drop a single frame. Not that I was like hardcore gaming or anything here, but no, this went well. So with that, I'm going to take a bow and step out. But thank you all again so very much for coming. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the great conversation. It was really, really nice just to get to know some of you. So cool to see everybody, you know, just hanging out, chilling, supporting themselves, supporting each other. You know, again, that's really all I want to do with this project is just get it to people and help people, you know, build up this community. So I know I talked a lot about that, and I'm sorry for being long-winded, but it's just something I'm very passionate about. So, but yeah, so again, thank you all very much. Everybody take care, stay safe, make good choices, and as always, remember to love yourself. See you guys.